Hello, Huskies back again with more Dallas Stars GM mode, franchise mode commentary. Last video we had an interesting offseason to say the least. We were able to bring back most of the team except for Tyson Barrie, who I let walk, and then ended up trading for John Carlson after he was immediately signed by the Kings. I don't get it, man. Gets signed, gets put on the trade block, and we make a move for him. Aside from that, the rest of the team's pretty much the same. Kamenev's a big, the only real new name up front. I feel like the team looks really good, but usually when the team looks this good, something bad's gonna happen. So we shall see how the season goes. Get Demko in a starting spot for game 1. In this video, I mean, we're gonna, once we get past game 1, because the regular season really doesn't mean much for us, I think I'm going to talk about what possible teams for our next run. Because like I said, we've only got probably this season and next season left before I switch teams. Oh, excuse me. But let's hop into game 1 and see how we do. All right, we give up a goal early or late, but Brendan Gallants gets it right back. All right, 1-1. Oh, Jason Zucker. Jason Zucker. They're massively outplaying us, 22-12 through 2. I don't feel like this team should have to mesh. It's pretty much the same roster as last season with the exception of Kamenev and Carlson. But Boston is giving it to us, man. 30-15 in shots, 2-1 on the scoreboard. Oh, Radek Foxa ties it, and we're going to overtime in game 1. Probably going to go to a shootout. I very rarely see it. Oh, never mind. Damn, Sissons wins it for Boston in overtime. Alright, that's fine. Nothing to panic about. Just game 1. Radek Foxa, 2 points. Nice, I like it. It's a good start. That fourth line rolling. Well, let's go ahead and start the sim. See how the team does. Oh, excuse me, man. But yeah, let's have a chat in terms of what team you want to see me do next. So far we've done Detroit and Dallas. And I kind of want to do an Eastern Conference team, but I'm going to throw the option of doing an expansion team out there. And now the expansion team would be, I would do a 30-second expansion. So I would be the team after the Vegas Golden Knights. So I mean, it would be a real bad roster, and we'd have probably 2 or 3 seasons of a rebuild while stocking up on draft picks and trying to build a prospect pool. Another option would be one of the Metropolitan Division teams, and when I say that I mean the Rangers, the Islanders, the Devils. Who else would be up there? Because I feel like the Islanders and the Devils are kind of okay prospect-wise. But the Rangers are a mess once you get past the first 2 seasons. They have no prospect pool. They have aging players. They don't have a star, per se. I mean, Zibanejad's about as close as you're going to get to a star. I mean, I guess Lundqvist, but I really don't count goaltenders. I mean, the Atlantic really doesn't interest me, being it's Toronto, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Montreal, Ottawa. None of those teams really jump out at me. I mean, maybe Montreal, but I feel like I would bring in a really, diehard. I mean, I don't get a lot of views on these series, but I feel like I would bring in some Habs fans, and they would not, be appreciative of any moves I make, because I think the only person I would keep on Montreal would be Carey Price. I think I would try to trade everybody else. Except maybe Drouin. Those would probably be the only 2 that stay. But I kind of want to go out east with a team if I don't decide to do an expansion draft. The only downside to doing an expansion draft, oh man, I don't know why I can't keep going, is it's YouTuber problems. But it's very difficult to create a thumbnail for a custom team because I don't have easy access to the custom logos that are in the game. So like my thumbnails that are, which I think are okay. I mean, I'm not very good at Photoshop or anything, but definitely a, they're okay. I mean, I don't think they're clickbaity by any means, which I can't stand, but this is YouTube, and YouTube is the place of clickbait. Wait, let's take a break from that conversation. Let's look to see how the team's doing. We're 25-11-3. We're first in the division with 53 points. Tavares has 34 goals in 39 games. Holy shit. That's unreal. As a team, 53 points, 3.31 goals for, 2.49 against. We score the most, and we almost give up the least amount in the Central Division. Nearly a 25% power play. 81% penalty kill. Could be a little bit better. We're awful at home. How are we so bad at home, and how are we so good on the road? What the hell? 8-9-1 at home, and we're 17-2-2 on the road. How in the world does that happen? As for the NHL, we're actually 4th in the NHL behind Carolina, Vancouver, and Ottawa. Interesting. Wow, Carolina gives up almost less than 2 goals. Same as Tampa Bay. And Toronto. How do these guys not give up goals? That's amazing. Well, let's see, goaltender. I don't know who Carolina's goalie would be. Tampa would have Vasilevsky, who's probably a 90, and Toronto probably has Freddie, who's an 88. So that kind of plays into it. I can't believe we're that bad at home. That's astounding. I'm shocked by that. All right, but let's see. Is this our first line carrying us here? Oh my God! Look at the goal scoring on our team, and then look at Tavares. Tavares has 34 goals. The next closest on our team is Forsberg with 13. That's insane. Dickinson has 9. Heischer has 7. Gauntz has 7. I mean, we've got some depth scoring, to say the least. But man, he has 34 goals. I mean, he would be 4th on the team in points with just goals alone. Reinhardt has 43 points. PRV has 35. God damn, Tavares is just a regular season monster. Demko, 919 save percentage, 249 goals against. That could be a little better. I mean, I don't feel like we have any big minuses, do we? No, we don't. We're pluses across the board, except for that third line. Kamenev, Thomas, and Dickinson. They're kind of struggling, but they're still even. I mean, our fourth line's it's crazy. Shore, Foxa, and Gauntz. 14, 13, plus 10. Like, that's nuts. God damn, he has 34. He better lead the league in goals. Like, there's no reason he doesn't, right? I mean, Patrick Kane's not terribly far behind, but he's played 2 more games and has 8 loads goals. Goddamn. Clayton Keller, Brock Bozer, Crosby, Simmons, Laine, Colin White, Morgan Hannon. Man, this is... I did not expect him to have that many goals. Like, I know that our team is set up to revolve around that top 6, but I mean, Jesus Christ. It's a good thing injuries haven't really been a thing, which I'm going to look into changing for next season or next series. I don't want to change it now because we're so deep. But we're just going to we're going to finish off the season, man. Like I said, the regular season, once we get to this point of the team, is pretty much just a step in the way to the playoffs. The playoffs are what's interesting. Like, I want to win a cup, or possibly 2, in the last couple seasons, so the regular season, just semantics. Just get it done and out of the way. And there's no way we're going to miss the playoffs. Although we just lose 5 in a row. All in regulation. Austin Watson for a 5th and a 7th. 70. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to mess with that 4th line. That 4th line is disgusting. And the 3rd line could use a bit of a boost, but as long as they're not horribly minus, I don't really see an issue. I mean, our inability to score might come back to bite us come playoff time, because if Tavares scores like 60 goals in a regular season, he has been known to kind of take the playoffs off for us. I think he had a pretty good impact with Stephen Johns. I don't want him. He had a pretty big impact in our cup run, but I think that was it. Alright, so we just lost 3 in a row. 2 of them are in overtime, so that's kind of understandable. I kind of got away from it, but use the comments to throw out any suggestions you have for a team you want to see me do. I would like to keep it in the East, but I am open to doing an expansion draft. It would probably do a Western Conference team just to even it out, unfortunately. Or I would move the teams around. Like I would relocate one of the Eastern teams to the West so that we have an even 31 and 31. Right, I kind of like blanked out there for a second. Defense. Apologies if my voice is a little odd. I mean, I only woke up like 20 minutes ago. But I feel like my voice is real froggy today. Oh, and I guess another thing, this is going to be kind of odd. Another question to ask is if anybody's interested, I just got Assassin's Creed. I don't know if there'd be interest in seeing a playthrough of that. I would have no idea what the upload schedule would be like for that, or even like how I would go about. Just a generic Let's Play, I guess, would be of it. I'm just kind of trying to find stuff. Like I did the same thing last year when I noticed that I was starting to get people viewing on the regular, like seeing if there's anything people wanted to see. I'm leaning towards doing a franchise hockey manager thing as well. Although I feel like that game, while fun, it's more of a stream, like a Twitch type game. Because you can't mass sim like you do in this game. You have to sim each game individually. So that would be a bit of a long series. Alright, so we're coming up on the end of the year already. We're only 12 minutes in. Oops. Alright, but can we beat the Vegas Knights to end the year? Let's give it a year. Can we do it? Oh, editing. Edit scouting assignment. Oh, we beat them 4-1. Oh god, no, not this team. No. 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 Oh god, please no. It was so nice not having to see this team for 4 straight seasons, and now we finally get them again in the playoffs. Oh god, why? Why? Not Colorado, man. Alright, but we actually finished second in the division behind the St. Louis Blues. 109 points. Colorado barely squeaks in with 92. God damn it, Winnipeg, you couldn't muster up another win to knock Colorado out of it. Damn it. Alright, but as a team, like I said, 109 points. Only 5 overtime losses. That's pretty good. 3.33 goals for, 2.55 goals against. Still power play is really good at almost 23%. Penalty kill still rather suspect at 78. We still suck at home, 20-18-3, whereas on the road we're 32-7-2. That might play well in the playoffs, but man, that's a shock to me that we're that bad at home. Vegas wins the President's Trophy with 113 points. Tampa a close second at 111. We were 4th. Man, Tampa Bay again still gives up no goals, like 2.15. That's nuts. Let's see, player stats. Tavares again showing out, regular season stud. 65 goals. Are you kidding me? 97 offensive awareness. Look at his poise though, 86. That's what comes from playing in New York for so long. 60. He had 55 last year. Alright, so since he's been here, I think we've got him in 2019. Or we might have even gotten him earlier than that. I don't remember when we signed him. But he scored 50 goals 4 times. And he just scored 65. He had 97 points. Reinhardt, 26 goals, 92 points. Reinhardt had a really good year. That's probably his highest. Yeah, that was the most goals he scored, most points. He had 25 power play points. How many power play points did Tavares have? 26. Yeah, so our power plays are really good. I mean, Puyarvi had 84 points. As a two-way forward, I mean, we have 3 90s on the first line now with Reinhardt being a 90. That's awesome. Yamamoto, even as an 83, 57 points, good season. Carlson comes in, 54 points, plus 36, about the best I can ask for. Philip Forsberg, 53 points, 25 goals, quality second liner. Dickinson, 40 points on the third line. Nico had a bit of an off year with only 38 points. He's definitely come down since coming here, but he's also not playing top of the line minutes like he was probably in New Jersey. He's got 90 points, damn. Robert Thomas, 36 points. He's an 81, so he's starting to come into his own. I like it. I'm glad that he's turned into something. Was he somebody we drafted? No, he's probably someone we, well, he might have just been in the system. Hanka Kamenev, 32 points. I mean, this is There's nothing on this team this season that is bad. McIsaac, we trade for him. 20, or did we trade for him? Yeah, we traded for him. 27 plus 27. Kellen puts a plus 10. I mean, yeah, that was about the best we could have hoped for out of our team. Demko got it going. 41 wins, 6 shutouts, 92 save percentage, 232 goals against, and he had an assist. Always good. I'm assuming Tavares. Man, voice is so froggy. I don't like this. Tavares wins the Art Ross yet again, and the Richard. Was that Reinhardt right behind him? Right. We had the 1-2 punch. Wow, Rolson? What? Brian Rolson? He's back? No, that was He's spelled with a T, not Rolson. But man, god damn, Patrick Kane 91 points. He's only a +2. Oh, he's in Nashville too. 12.7. That's insane. Hey, Tavares had 6 more points and almost 20 more goals, and he makes $4 million less. Suck it, Nashville. Yeah, actually, does Reinhardt make more? Yeah, Reinhardt does make more. Damn. Alright, but that is where I'm going to call this video. Like I said, comment section for anything I talked about. Possible teams, Assassin's Creed series, expansion draft, Eastern Conference, all that fun stuff. But as always, if you enjoyed the video, despite my frogginess, feel free to leave a like, as well as subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what I do and like what you hear. That way you know are notified when the next video goes up. As well as, and as always, last but not least, I'm messing up my outro. Thank you for watching, and I will hopefully not be so froggy for you tomorrow.